This week on PodWatcher.
I have decided not only to make you a cup of matcha, but everybody here. I freaking love that.
We're going to pull back the curtain in a couple
Literally?
episodes.
Quite literally, yeah.
There's more to it. Right now, it's shrouded in secrecy.
Pull that curtain!
There's a chance it all falls down.
Previously on Sausage Man.
Sausage Man made it rain solid, hard sausage balls.
Is it always going to be sausage balls?
Oh, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Whoa!
Clean your house. A shout out to that person who cleans their place every single week.
Oh my God.
I wish I was them. My house is always...
You can listen to this podcast
messy.
and clean your place.
I love nothing more than listening to a podcast and doing the dishes or
That is nice. That is quite
so
nice.
nice. Ironing. Oh, vacuuming. Yeah. Oh, Ryan, do the intro to the podcast.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm getting used to this new set for people who are watching the video version. We have a new PodWatcher set, so I'm just trying to figure it out.
It's kind of like a 1.5.
Yeah, it's like 1.5.
Okay.
Right now.
We're in the middle of a big change.
Yeah. Well, anyways, welcome to PodWatcher, the official podcast of Watcher Entertainment. I'm Ryan Bergara.
I'm Shane Madej.
I'm Stephen Lim.
And this is a show where we chat about whatever's on our minds every week.
That's right.
Yeah.
Is it possible to turn the air on in here? Is it quiet enough?
I believe it is, but I'll try and do it.
Yeah. It is toasty already.
It's
Now-
a little toasty.
So we're in this new set, and okay, Matt's leaving, but
He's going to turn
turning the air on.
He's going to turn the air on.
So we're in this new set, and I noticed that Matt doesn't have to walk in front of the cameras anymore to go and exit the premises, which is great.
That is nice.
But we
Nice
should
for him.
give proper props to the people who helped make this room happen. First of all, Matt Real, great work. Violet
Rawlings.
big part of putting it together. Kat Hartman,
Mm-hmm. Brendan Rude did a lot of
Brendan.
work on this.
I think Emily painted some of it.
Did Emily get in here?
Emily
too?
Graham coming in here?
You know Emily's always going to lend a helping hand.
Huge shout out to y'all
it looks
for making
great.
this. Yeah, I
Looks
love
really
it.
good.
We're going to pull back the curtain in a couple
Literally?
episodes. when
Quite
there's
literally, yeah.
More, when there's more to it. Right now, it's shrouded in secrecy.
Pull that curtain!
Right now, we're on.
There's a chance it all falls down.
It's kind of like the behind the curtain is very similar to the liminal space that Bruce Wayne keeps his Batmobile in The Dark Knight. It's sort of just a huge hangar-like location
That'd be great.
where we'll be shooting our podcast.
I love the
from.
lighting in there. We should have that lighting.
It's
for the
clean.
podcast.
It's clean.
Also, if you guys haven't been listening to recent episodes, we're also now taking your guys' questions via voicemail or email. And that number is...
Oh, fuck. 818-275-4585 or 81, you ask, I Luke.
Oh,
And what's that email?
So
And
good.
the email's AskWatcher. Wait.
Watcher?
Sorry, I got thrown off by whatever hard candy thing you're touching right there, Shane.
It's a little piece of Velcro.
Give me that.
You give me a little piece of Velcro, I'm going to be doing little noises with it
Nice
for it.
That's a tough film to watch,
Ages.
by the way, Hard Candy.
Sure is.
AskWatcherPods@gmail.com.
Hey, yeah, send us. I'm loving the new format.
It's great. We like hearing from you
It's
folks.
fun to hear from other people.
We hear from each other all the time.
I know.
I'm sick of it.
I'm not. You guys got spam calls? Spam calls?
Do
You
I
heard
get
of
spam
these?
calls?
Yeah.
Got one yesterday.
They're the worst.
Dirty.
People have already put the phone number on some spam calls.
Have they?
Yeah.
How could
Boo.
you?
Don't do that to Watcher.
Don't do that to me.
Don't do that to
personally.
Don't do that to Matt. He's got to sift through those things. Now, I know one of the reasons I get so many spam texts and calls is because big companies can't keep our data safe. Do you know that recently AT&T revealed that nearly all of their customers' call and text records had been exposed in a massive data breach? And it hasn't even been a few months since they admitted over 70 million of their users' social security numbers ended up on the dark web.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
The stolen logs also contain a record of every number AT&T customers called or texted. So even if you don't use AT&T, if someone who texted you did, then your number has been exposed.
That's messed up.
So what can we do to protect ourselves? Well, for me, I use Aura, the sponsor of today's video.
That's great.
You know, Aura's great because it alerts me when my data has been part of a data breach or leaked on the dark web.
Happens once a day, probably, right?
It gives me fast fraud alerts if anyone tries to use that data to access my credit or bank accounts, and it removes my information from data broker websites, so I get less spam. Yeah.
That's great, Dan.
I also get things like transaction monitoring, a VPN, antivirus, a password manager, parental controls, and identity theft insurance. I get this all in one app at one affordable price.
Wow.
I can also get their AI-powered call assistant that will pick up unknown calls on my behalf to screen them for spam or scams. The AI forwards legitimate calls to me, though, so I don't miss appointments, deliveries, and emergencies. You know, if my info was compromised in the AT&T data breach, I wouldn't worry because Aura is always on, always doing the hard work of keeping me safe.
For shame, AT&T.
Not for shame, for shame.
For shame.
I'm not leaving myself and my family vulnerable to data breaches. And if you don't want to either, you can go to aura.com/watcher and try your first 2 weeks for free. Also linked below in the description.
Stop leaving yourself vulnerable to data breaches. Go to our sponsor, aura.com/watcher, to get a 14-day free trial and see if any of your data has been exposed. Steven, you weren't here for the last episode. It's
I'm
nice to
so
have
bummed.
you back.
I missed it. I missed the return of Ryan's old cartoons.
We read issue number 1 of Sausage Man.
That's correct. And it was a horrifying experience for me.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been. It's like, I think there's nothing more endearing
Oh, boy.
than reading like a creative work from when someone was very young.
Mm.
It's a wonderful thing to celebrate.
Like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
How young was she when she wrote that?
18?
Is that so?
Whoa.
17, 18?
Damn.
I bet you if I had waited to write Sausage Man until I was 18, it would be
On par with
on par with
Frankenstein.
Mary Shelley's
Yeah.
Frankenstein.
Hey, you could still go back.
It would be my Frankenstein's monster.
Hey, before we start though, I'm back.
You are back.
With my experiment.
Oh,
nice.
yes. I
That's
forgot that
right.
your grand experiment. I'm excited to see what we've got today.
Today I thought I'd throw in some more variables to get more information.
I like that. It's just going to be ever shifting. More variables.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm not the best like hard scientist in terms of locking in those details. I just want to know I just want to experiment here.
So what was it? Last time, Ryan, you had 3 breakfast burritos beforehand. What was it?
I had one breakfast
Oh,
burrito.
okay.
Yes.
But today I just had a nice little salad.
Okay.
So remind them on the experiment and what's occurring.
Yeah, what are
here.
the parameters
Yes.
here?
So as we all know, Ryan has an intense sensitivity to caffeine.
Correct.
Matcha specifically has a little bit lower caffeine content than coffee. So I figured I'd use matcha lattes, matcha shots to kind of find out what is the perfect amount of caffeine for Ryan Steven Bergara.
But we also were saying that we would not have it just continually be linear.
Right,
No,
right.
Because
in terms
then
of
you could
escalation.
anticipate it and you'd know what the effects
There's
were.
placebo possibly.
He's
playing.
going to have to zig and zag on
We're
it.
not. I'm not
That's
going to know how
right.
much caffeine.
Sometimes it might be 0. Sometimes it might be loaded.
Well, today I have decided not only to make you a cup of matcha, but everybody here, including Matt Real.
Is there a air horn or something?
Matt just hit a button and nothing happened.
I didn't press
He was like,
buttons.
what? Boom.
New set.
Oh, no. It'd be funny if you pressed and it was like matcha party.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah, that would
crazy.
be good. Wait, there's our effects on here. Matcha. That didn't work.
Oh, there.
Oh,
Whoa.
it's for Ryan.
Oh, it's for
Whoa, what
Ryan.
is happening?
Whoa.
Oh
we
my God.
Okay, caller. What's your question?
No, this actually just sounds.
It sounded like I was losing my mind.
Okay, so it goes into the number 1 mic. Okay, now I get
Good
it.
to know. Good
That
to
should
know.
be me now.
Yeah.
No, wait.
You want to switch them?
Hang on, I'm going to switch them. Oh, fuck.
Can you also put a little more volume on mine again? I'm sorry. No. Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Oh, fuck. I blew everything. I fucked this up. I fucked
We're
this
keeping this in, right, Matt? All of the
Well, we have
fushing
to.
around.
up. This is not worth it. Okay, there's my mic.
There's you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you say something, Ryan.
Test. There
Hey,
you go.
he's
Hey,
back.
I'm
we
back.
gotcha. Okay, great.
Back from
Okay.
the void.
Okay, and I think if I were to do something like,
Whoa!
That's pretty funny.
Can you say matcha madness?
I freaking love that.
That's so funny. That's so stupid.
I freaking love that. All right. That being said, can you hand me that brown container next to you,
You brought a
Shane?
little lunch pail, like a literal lunch pail.
little packet.
You got some
here.
dino DNA in here?
I got some
It
stuff
almost looks
in
like a
here.
tentacle
Dennis
box.
Nedry over
About to
here.
go fly fishing.
Dennis Nedry.
All right. So everybody has the exact same cup, same measurements, same grams of matcha, same amount of agave and oat milk. And we're going to, at the end of this podcast, ask everybody how they're doing from the caffeine intake.
Yeah, but you guys are used to caffeine, so this is just going to be almost no effect on you.
Well, you don't know how much caffeine is in there. Maybe there's almost none.
And I wrote a level on here, but I was told I could lie to you. So it could be right, it could be wrong.
That's fine.
Look at the ice packs here.
Yeah, just kind of keep
Oh,
Is there
wow.
ice in these
This
drinks
is
or is the
wild.
ice separate?
All right, there's
No,
ice
it's
in the
already
drink.
there.
So there's yours, Shane.
Oh
So
my
the
God.
level,
Brian,
the
here's
label could be
yours.
false. It says
and
level.
Matt, do you mind coming over and
No,
grabbing
no,
this?
absolutely not.
Okay, I'm gonna just leave this here.
It says level 5, but
It's level 5.
that
Could be a lie.
No,
Could
no,
be a
I got it.
lie.
Thank you, Shane, for the delivery.
Are you a liar, Stephen? Is that what you are?
I wish you weren't a liar.
I know exactly what I was thinking. While he's doing that, I know this is kind of a giveaway for what's coming down the turnpike here for Watcher content, but we had perhaps one of the most heated episodes of
thank
Top
you.
5 Beatdown yesterday.
Yes.
And I went home and I talked to Mari about it. And to my dismay, she agreed with you.
Yeah.
With Shane?
And in her
I'm
and
the
I,
people's lister.
and then her and I started arguing.
I heard Andrew's list. Did I just spoil it?
His was an absolute abomination.
What? His was good.
No, it was not. It was a real try-hard
He's a
list.
thought leader in the food space, okay?
Did you say he's a thought leader?
Yeah, I don't know about his
Yes, can you guys
In the food space?
in the video title, can you write thought leader in
Thought
food
leader.
space ranks
Subtitle.
top 5?
He asked me to write
blank.
to introduce him as well-traveled foodie.
Enjoy.
Well, I can't say that because you don't want to give away.
Oh, right.
Bleep that out, but
But yeah, his list was an absolute abomination. It's actually one of the few times that Shane and I have banded together against a guest.
well, you do
Yes,
that
but
against
there
me
was
every
also,
time.
There was also a fair amount of banding together against you.
Yeah, but that's common. Usually it's either me and the guest versus you or you and the guest versus me. Never have we both been like, hey, your list sucks.
Right.
You did that to me, by the way.
Did we?
Yes, every time I'm on the show.
You all
And I'm coming
said-
back next week.
You all said in the last episode of the Podwatcher.
Did we?
Do you want me to bleep it?
I don't give a shit. That's fine. It's probably fine.
I just leave it. Yeah, just
Bill,
You didn't say it.
That's right. I do recall that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very exciting episode.
Whoa, this week.
It's going to be a banger week.
So this week is going to be a banger. On Watcher TV, we will have the season finale of Weird, Wonderful World.
A tremendous episode.
It's fantastic.
And then on YouTube, we will have a doubleheader on Wednesday, Are You Scared?
Mm-hmm.
And then on Friday, the season premiere of Weird, Wonderful World.
That's gonna be fun. I'm. It's crazy that we're still sitting on so much Ghost Files stuff because every time people post clips of the edit, I'm like, oh yeah, there's a lot that's going on this season.
Yeah, this is a crazy season. I do have to say it's probably the scariest season we've ever done.
There was that one piece of evidence that I'm going to just bring up real quick.
Wait, are you?
I'm just going
careful.
to
I don't think
say,
you can.
I'm not going to say what it is.
It's pretty nuts, though, right?
It's the one where there's a,
We can't. It's nobody
crazy.
wants to hear
You
us
talk-
talk about a
you-
thing we can't talk about.
You talk, and you also talked about it a while ago, I think.
Yeah. Oh, no,
Okay.
this is
No,
a
this
different
is
mo-
fresh.
this is
A different
there's
piece of
there's-
evidence?
So-
this is a
there's
different-
more.
There's a
well, what
different-
happens is when the editors are going through the footage, if they see something crazy, they will share it over Slack. And
Yeah.
I think this Ethan pulled it out
Yeah,
and
he
was
was
like,
like-
what happened here? And we can't wait to share it. But
yeah, it's pretty awesome.
for most of the year, fancy underwear technology sounds unnecessary. Breathable, quick, dry, moisture wicking, anti-odor, overkill. But then summer hits.
Oh,
Suddenly, steaming beads of sweat are forming slimy pools in places
Jesus
they shouldn't.
Hey, man, that's a little too
Suddenly,
descriptive.
Oh my God.
breathable, quick, dry, moisture wicking, and anti-odor are sounding pretty damn essential.
You know what sounds essential?
Slimy
Going to your
pools.
yearly checkup to the doctor because that sounds nuts.
What
dude.
can I say? The human
That's
body is a
Be a
beautiful,
trigger warning for
Holy
this.
moly.
thing. Ever seen Our Planet?
You know, summer is coming fast, and you need to be prepared for those slimy pools, just like me with MeUndies.
Yeah.
You know, MeUndies has something for every guy this summer. Their micro-modal fabric is breathable and comfortable, especially the ball caddy. No, listen to me, Ryan.
I'm listening to
With
you, dude.
its special pouch to help you avoid bat winging.
That's so gross.
I've been buying MeUndies for a while now.
No, dude, they're cradling your balls perfectly.
Okay, but I hear you thinking, will they fit me? I got a weird butt. Well, MeUndies has a cut for every guy's butt. Over 10 different styles ranging from boxer briefs to jock straps to our special pouch underwear called Ball Caddy.
So are yours like a concave shape or something? Or
It keeps you from bat-winging ever again. They really... These cuts come in over 100 different colors and prints ranging from black to all over dinosaurs. Try it out.
Stevie, you know what batwinging is?
I'm learning.
You can do... I think you can do the math on that one.
I'm imagining. I have seen... I've seen a bat before.
Yeah.
Yes. So you could see what we're talking about.
Extrapolation
Rata helada.
gets there.
I gotta say, that's not something that happens to me often, to be honest.
Well, you have the ball
MeUndies, you're
caddy.
right.
Never again.
Never again.
Never again. Now, MeUndies' signature super soft micromodal fabric is breathable, stretchy, and oh so comfy, making it ideal for all-day wear. If you need something even more breathable and summer-proof, check out the Move Me line with Breathe Fabric, which has moisture-wicking and anti-odor technology perfect for working out or just keeping you extra cool on those sweltering days. Once again, slimy pools.
And you can try them worry-free. Not happy with your first pair of undies? It's on MeUndies.
Whoa.
Look, these I'm pretty happy with these.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Just me pointing at my package going, I'm pretty happy with these right here.
So yeah, what are you waiting for? Summer's coming. Be prepared with MeUndies. Get 20% off your first order plus free shipping at MeUndies.com/watcher for 20% off plus free shipping. MeUndies, comfort from the outside in.
You know, I gotta say, I always hear MeUndies advertised on podcasts.
Is this your first time
And
using
I
them?
knew the one day that we would get sponsored by MeUndies, we've made it. And I feel very
It has been a dream.
I feel very happy.
We've
that
talked about wanting to be sponsored by them for a long time.
I've been a MeUndies man for several years now.
You have?
I genuinely have. Yeah. And it to the degree that I got rid of any non-MeUndies. Anyway, that's MeUndies.com/watcher for 20% off. That's a steal.
Nice.
Yeah.
Plus free shipping. Also, speaking of Ghost Files, before we get into business as usual over here at Podwatcher, Ghost Files tour coming soon. It's August 5th right now. Ghost Files tour, we're getting out there in September. You can still get your tickets right now over at ghostfileslive.com.
See the episode early.
But yeah, I think you guys are going to be able to see that early, and then Shane and I will come out on stage. We'll goof around. We're going to do a whole bunch of stuff on stage. If you haven't been to one of the shows before, they're a lot of fun.
It's a good time.
Now, I haven't been in any of the shows yet, but I kind of been thinking...
You've come to one of the LA ones?
But I haven't been a part of the show, so I should come out.
You should do something for the LA
like a little segment at some
point. That would be fun. You were going to come to the one in Ohio, but then it just didn't work out last year, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
We're going to be in Ohio again?
No, Cincinnati, actually, Stephen. Your hometown.
Oh, the home of Skyline Chili?
Yeah.
I want to apologize to all our Cincinnati listeners because I made the dates for the poster.
Yeah.
And I spelled Cincinnati wrong.
You
I know. And the thing is that I always in my mind when I try to spell Cincinnati, there's a movie, Babe, do you know Babes in Toyland?
No.
It's a classic Christmas movie. There's a really old one, but then they made another one in the 90s with Keanu Reeves. And at the beginning of it, they're driving in a car and they're singing CINCINNATI Cincinnati. And anytime I need to think of how to spell Cincinnati, I sing that song.
Oh.
And I was singing that song, but I was singing it spelled wrong. So I was like, CINCINATTI Cincinnati. And I was like, that must be right. I sang it.
Well, you're continuing the rich tradition of spelling cities wrong on Ghost Files posters. Because last year we spelled Boston, Boston.
Well, that wasn't your fault. That was less excusable.
When an M instead of an N. And we didn't realize it until midway through the tour after we'd been selling these posters.
Yeah. No, it was only on one specific print of posters for some reason.
And it's you know what? Those are special posters though. Those are like, your first editions that like have
That's like when you get the Princess Diana Beanie Baby that's got like, 3 eyes or something.
Exactly. Yeah. So whoever has shout out to anybody who bought a Boston poster.
Yeah. We apologize.
Didn't we sell Boston posters in Boston?
We did.
We did because it was specifically for that night. We apologized profusely, but we were like, this is a one-of-a-kind collector's edition.
That's good. I'd buy one.
We're so stupid.
Ryan, you're going to be in Cincinnati. Are you going to go to Kings Island?
I don't think we'll have time.
You got to go.
No, I don't think, not only will we not have time, I don't think it'll be open because it's seasonal.
Yeah, but it'll be September.
Normally
it closes by then?
Well, it depends.
I think it'll be open.
When does it get cold? Because like last year for
when
the
does
Ghost
it get
Files
cold?
tour,
Not in September.
We weren't able to go to Cedar Point because the season. It was October. So
I think it'll be open still.
I mean, look, don't tempt me. I will do it.
You got to go on the Beast.
Dude, I do want to get on the Beast.
Is that the longest wooden roller coaster?
It's the second best wooden roller coaster, I think, in America.
That used
Ghost
to
Rider
be in my backyard. I lived literally 5 minutes away from Kings Island, and I never went.
I've never been on it, but from like most coaster aficionados out there say that Ghost Rider's one, that's probably 2.
Wow.
Could you hear people screaming at night?
No. But you see the fireworks every night in my backyard.
Oh my God.
Great. I'm excited.
Delightful.
Maybe I'll be able to sneak over there.
That sounds fun.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll have time, but we'll see.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
This is a pretty fly by the seat of our pants tour.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man.
Yeah, it will be.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be driving between cities.
I'm looking at Matt because Matt's going to be joining you guys too.
Yeah, Matt's gonna be with us.
You're going to be able to see Matt. And
Everybody else was like, it's going to be fun. And Steve was looking dead at me going, no, it's not.
I'm like, is Matt going to have fun?
Honestly, Matt is excited.
Matt, you've been
I'm excited.
You've been in much worse conditions with us.
Yeah.
You
know
were
what?
on
That's
one
true.
trip for Unsolved that was,
The worst.
the worst trip.
It was arguably the worst we've ever been on.
I mean, solely in terms of like conditions.
Are you talking about Rolling Hills or Ohio? Or is it the same
They were
trip?
That's
they
the
were the
same
same
trip.
trip.
Yeah, that was.
We went from Buffalo
It was fucking
to Ohio,
freezing out.
and it was freezing.
And we weren't staying at anywhere particularly, and this is not a drag on like the places we were staying, but sometimes
was
you
just not the
stay
right time.
in like a city or even a small town is very charming, but then other times you just stay at, a Holiday Inn on the side of a highway where the only thing around is like a gas station and an Arby's.
We did have a Peppermill casino though, because we were at Reno at one point, if you recall that, right?
Yes.
That was
I loved the casino.
Was it Peppermill? Wait, was that not in Reno? That was in
No, that was in New York.
New York.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
it
was
was near Buffalo.
yeah. We've stayed at so many strange hotels over the years.
That's right. I saw Matt Rial pull a slot on a slot machine, and I saw his eyes change, like the iris of his eyes.
That's the thing is, I don't remember what the hotel was, but I can tell you what it looked like in the slot machines
and what it felt like.
and what it felt like.
Yeah, you guys, that place was.
I saw him catch the bug, and he was like, "This is I don't like
That was that was in Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
That was a.
I think he turned to me and was like, "I get gambling."
My God, the vibes of that hotel. It was like it was also that portion of winter where like all the snow is sludgy and brown, and it's not charming. The place was just like, and the hotel, like. Man, gambling at a hotel in the middle of winter in Buffalo, New York.
Rules.
It's just like,
It's kind of pleasant.
gotta get out of here.
It kind of was pleasant, honestly. I had myself a nice little Corona.
You guys were like, we're going to wake up early and go to the slots.
Why
And I was
not,
like,
dude? Look, you gotta
I'll
blow off
see-
steam on
I'll
those-
meet you guys at the car.
You have to blow off steam in these ghost investigations.
So you guys blew it all right.
Anyway, the
Whoa.
Ghost Files tour will be great.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I haven't told my bosses this, but I'm getting karaoke bars in every single city.
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
It doesn't seem like there's going to be a lot of time
You know,
for it, but I'll make
that
it.
pleases
I'll
me.
find
I
it.
love it.
Wait, it's so funny because when you said bosses, I just assumed, I was like, wait, who's your boss again? And I was like thinking like, and then I realized it's us.
It's the guy
It's
who's
us.
like, remember when we did the slots together at the Peppermill? I honestly, man, I cannot wait. We're editing season 3 right now, so we haven't gotten into the UK episodes yet, but I cannot wait to get into those because that was such a fun shoot. All 3 of them were great.
Yeah, there's that. We were just talking about it the other day, that thing that we do at the castle that is the craziest.
Oh, dude. We
got to put that in the trailer.
We're also at this point we're shooting this podcast in advance, so we don't have eyes yet on the Ghost Files trailer, so I don't know if it made it in, but
Anyway,
I'm excited to see
all
that.
very exciting.
Sausage Man?
Oh god.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Speaking of past,
Oh, this is exciting. Steven, I'm excited you're here.
of Sausage Man! Hey, all right.
This is the best thing that's
You're
ever
having
happened.
fun.
all right, so this is actually the beginning, Steven.
Do you want to read through it real quick?
Shane Madej.
I know. Oh, it's
You guys
weird.
point that out?
SM.
Yeah.
Yeah, very similar. Do you need to catch up on it real quick?
All right, let me do a quick read.
Yeah.
Illustrated by
Do your
Daniel Tucker,
speed
written
read.
by
Can
Ryan
you
Bergara.
actually tell me if the restaurant battle was next? I think.
Wait, Shane, sorry. Can you give me a Lloyd Braun previously on Sausage Man?
Previously on Sausage Man.
Yeah.
So we last left Sausage Man where he was born in the supermarket, and then he went to go save Tyler Sausage, and then he was about to get eaten by a human, and then
But he
and then
shot sausage balls at
he
him.
saw sausage balls right in that guy's fucking face. That's what it says on the page.
Yep.
and then there was a warning. Next time you're about to eat or grill sausage, just remember Sausage Man is watching you. Like a weird version of Santa Claus.
Did we if you didn't listen to last week's episode, you go catch up.
Yeah.
These are stories that Ryan wrote. How old were you?
I was, I think, 8. or
Really
9.
impressive stuff.
8 or
Yeah,
9.
they're really good.
I can't recall. Thank you. I appreciate that. Even though I hate compliments and they make me want to vomit.
Oh, you were 8. Sorry, I just registered for me. I don't know. I was lost.
Yeah.
But,
So basically, back in the
wow.
day, I wrote these, and then I had my buddy Daniel Tucker, who is still saw me yesterday.
we love Tucker.
He illustrated them for me back in 5th grade, and then we handed out the first one in class, and then people liked it, so we kept doing them, and then we started handing them out on the schoolyard, and then people were like,
Wow.
You got any more of them sausage mans?"
Damn. Is it weird that your friends now meet your friends from when you were 8? Because Lizzie just had lunch with one of my friends from high school, and I was like, "This is so weird. My worlds are colliding."
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I've always been the type of person who's had different friend groups, but rather than keep them kind of like separate, I've always just globbed them all together.
Yeah.
It's just been easier for me to do that.
Yeah.
I'm still friends with a couple of my friends from kindergarten.
Anyways, at the back of the Sausage Man thing, it says the next one. Coming soon, Sausage Man and the restaurant battle.
This week it's the restaurant battle.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you can see there, Stephen, by me and illustrated by Daniel.
Stephen, I read the last one. Do you want to read this one, or do you want me to read it again?
I'll take a stab.
I can't bear to read it, so it's funny to me to read something that I don't know what's inside of it, and it came from me. That's the weirdest part, because I have almost little to no memory of any of these.
All right, here we
So
go.
what do we
Sausage
see on
Man
the front
and the
there?
restaurant battle.
That's a restaurant.
I like how you spelled restaurant.
Does that say
It's not correct, but I like
Yeah,
it.
restaurant.
I like it.
he's got most of it? He's missing one letter. Samurai sushi. It seems like he's going
That's
to.
the.
Hey, that one's
You just spelled samurai correctly, which is
that's
impressive.
This ain't me. That's on Tucker.
Hey, Tucker, well done. All right, here we go. Returning to the adventures of Sausage Man.
What the fuck?
Sausage Man awoke early one morning in his super secret sausage lair.
Nice.
Sausage Man had a relaxing day until he decided to go to Samurai's Sushi for dinner. Samurai Sausage, the cook and owner of the restaurant, happened to be a very good friend of Sausage Man. At the restaurant,
Yeah.
Sausage Man ordered a California roll and a bowl of noodles.
Yeah.
That sounds good, honestly.
He enjoyed his dinner until 2 of his arch enemies broke through the ceiling. "Why at dinner time?" said Sausage Man.
Whoa. Now I'm very curious to know who the arch enemies
It's
are.
honestly you just can't have one day off as a superhero.
No.
I mean, dinner time is the most intimate of them all.
Did he actually scream "Why at dinner
Yes,
time"?
it's
Why
so
at dinner
good.
time?
It's just the one moment you don't want to be disturbed is when you're eating dinner with your family.
So the illustration on that page is just the Sausage Man entering the restaurant. It looks like. Is that the back view?
Why is he entering the restaurant in his cape, in his full superhero?
He's ready, though. He knows it's happening.
Because he knows he has to be ready.
He has no alter
Could
ego.
you have Shane show that to the...
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
To the main. I guess.
This guy
Here he
has
is.
no alter ego.
Great.
This is a relatively short one compared to. There's some thick ones in there.
Yeah, I think we started feeling ourselves
Yeah,
after
sure.
these.
I love it. I love
if you
it.
you got hot reception, you know.
This is okay. Sausage Man noticed that they were, oh my, spiky sausage and ninja sausage. If you want a visual of them here, let me just show you.
Hey, those are pretty good.
They're really
Well done,
good.
Tucker.
Wow.
Rocket Money! We howl for Rocket Money. You know, most Americans think they spend about $62 per month on subscriptions, but get this, the real number is closer to $300. That is literally thousands of dollars a year.
Shit.
Half of which we've probably forgotten about. Thankfully, I started using Rocket Money.
Okay.
Now, they found a bunch of subscriptions I'd forgotten all about and then helped me cancel the ones that I didn't want anymore.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Mm.
Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. You know, with Rocket Money, I have full control over my subscriptions and a clear view of, my expenses. I can see all my subscriptions in one place, and if I see something that I don't want, Rocket Money can help me cancel it with a few taps. Just a tap, 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 tap. It's canceled. I love how the dashboard shows me this month's spending compared to last month, so I can clearly see my spending habits. Plus, they'll help me create a custom budget to keep my spending on track. No more Funkos, they tell me. No more Funkos.
Yes, that's right. Rocket
And
Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you by up to 20%.
Oh my.
And all you have to do is submit a picture of your bill, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest.
Yeah,
They'll
pretty
deal
good.
with customer service just for you.
That's
nice.
pretty. That's pretty nice of them.
RocketMoney has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features.
That's a lot.
Listen. No, Steven, you tell him. I was going to tell him, but you tell him.
I got this. So stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/watcher.
RocketMoney.com/watcher?
That's right. RocketMoney.com/watcher.
Sounds like a good deal.
Yeah.
Sausage Man was outnumbered. He needed help. Samurai Sausage answered the call. He rushed out of the restaurant's kitchen and paired up with Sausage Man. Oh, I see. So Sausage Man and Samurai Sausage are good
They're
guys.
both good because they're
pals.
friends.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Makes good California rolls.
They were the dynamic duo.
Oh, so is he like a Robin to Sausage Man, or is there another?
Honestly, it's crazy that you're asking the questions because I have no idea.
Okay.
That's weird to me though. You would think, I thought I had a pretty good memory, but then again, these were written after I fell into that pile of bricks. So
I didn't hear that story yet because that episode isn't out yet.
Ryan Bergara fell out of a tree into a pile of bricks, and my head was bleeding. I think that happened to me when I was like 5 or 6. So I should have memory of this then, or maybe after then it was just bad.
I don't think you can make broad assumptions about what happened to your brain, as a child. Who knows, man?
It would explain a lot, though.
I know it was bleeding.
Just kidding.
I know it was bleeding. I remember that very, very vividly.
So we have the dynamic duo of Sausage Man and Samurai Sausage.
Yeah.
Okay, spicy. Oh, sorry, not spicy. Spicy sausage would be a good one too.
Spicy.
But Spiky Sausage shot spikes at Sausage Man, but Sausage Man dodged them all with his fantastic speed. Sausage Man made it rain solid, hard sausage balls.
Is it always going to be sausage balls?
On Spiky Sausage. Was that the one in the last
time
episode?
he also used his balls to get out of the situation.
Hey, Spider-Man uses webs quite often.
You're right.
Yeah, sausage Man, he's got very versatile balls.
What is a sausage ball?
I think it's some sort. He's able to kind of like form balls out of thin air, I suppose. Kind of like an energy field.
Oh, they're not part of him.
I have no idea how it works.
He made it rain solid, hard sausage balls. That's the description.
Nice. Got to be hard.
Spiky Sausage dodged them all, except one that pinned him in the head, and he was knocked out cold.
Damn,
dude.
Why did you have so much disdain for the hot dog when you were writing stories like this as a child?
I actually don't remember writing these. So, I
didn't remember writing the hot dog either.
Oh my God. What's crazy is when we did the hot dog, there was not one time where I was like, oh,
you
yeah.
never thought of this.
I wrote
We did
this.
make the connection at some point on a postmortem, I think. At one point we did.
I can't remember.
Sworn, but
I can't remember.
Okay.
Okay.
So who's out cold? Spiky Sausage?
Yes.
Okay.
Spiky dodged them all except one.
Knocked him out cold. But Ninja Sausage is still there.
Oh, here we go. You're going to find out.
Okay.
Ninja Sausage threw sausage ninja stars, but Samurai blocked them with his sausage sword.
Good.
Ninja Sausage karate chopped Samurai, and Samurai fell to the ground.
I've heard Ryan talk about his sausage sword before. What is it?
Yeah, but that doesn't come out of its sheath until the time is right.
Oh my God.
Matt's face.
wait, but the description of what happens is very funny. And he blacked out for 5 seconds.
Nice.
Wait, Ninja Sausage did? Or Samurai Sausage?
Samurai fell to the ground and blacked out for 5 seconds.
Great.
Due
Okay.
to the karate chop from Ninja Sausage.
Okay.
But
Happens.
when he regained consciousness, Ninja Sausage was right there waiting for him. Ninja Sausage drew his sausage sword. I can't say it too many sausage.
Ninja Sausage drew his sausage shoulder.
Ninja Sausage drew his sausage sword and took swing at Samurai. But Samurai ducked and drew his sausage sword while he was ducking and made Ninja Sausage into a sushi ball.
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
The drawing is quite delicious.
Yo, what the fuck is happening in this story?
I think this is supposed to say, I now pronounce you sushi ball ninja sausage. It just says, I now pronounce sushi ball ninja sausage.
I think, he's talking shit.
He did make him into a ball.
And what's the ninja sausage?
And he says, ah! Okay, we're nearing the end here. I think this is the final page.
Thank
All
God.
right, there you go.
Thank God.
And we've
All
just
right.
got another lovely drawing of Sausage Man here looking triumphant.
Okay, here we go. This is like just like in Batman. The police came
Yeah.
and arrested the sushi ball and Spiky Sausage. So he has a new name now. He's now Sushi Ball.
That's right.
Right before Spiky Sausage was put in the police car, he yelled out, "You haven't seen the last of me, Sausage Man. I'll get my revenge."
Incredible.
I like that they're just being arrested
Yeah.
by cops.
Wait, are the cops sausage people as well?
No, I think they're just cops.
No, they're just police.
Okay.
This didn't
That's
bother Sausage Man at all because if Spiky Sausage ever comes back, Sausage Man will always have Samurai to back him up.
Oh boy.
Once again, Sausage Man, with the help of Samurai Sausage, saved the day. But you never know when there will be another call for Sausage Man.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And there, in all of his glory, is Sausage Man. I like the lips. Looks like he's wearing lipstick a little bit. Kind of looks like a Pokemon. Like, what is that Pokemon?
It looks like a little piece of macaroni.
Yeah, a little piece of macaronis.
You numbered the pages too.
Interesting.
Huh.
Is there something on the back that says like?
Oh,
what the
let's
next
see
one is?
what it teases.
Oh,
boy,
yeah, read the
boy.
tease.
Coming soon, Sausage Man and the Wrath of Spiky Sausage.
Oh.
He is going to come back. I guess he was right. We haven't seen the last of him.
Oh God.
That was really good.
I feel like you'd want to like space that out a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, maybe bring him back a couple episodes later to really, oh, who's that? But I like that he's like, you haven't seen the last of me. And the next episode, he's like, here I am.
And again, that's what the Green Goblin says to Spider-Man before he leaves.
He says, you haven't seen the
He
last of
goes-
me?
He's like, "We'll meet again, Spider-Man." It's when he's getting his ass kicked on the balloons when Macy Gray's there. Remember that?
That sounds right.
He flies off on the glider and it's all fucked up and he's like, "We'll meet again, Spider-Man," and then he like flies off and then they do meet again rather quickly.
That's great.
How many episodes did you write?
I have no idea. Honestly, when my mom gave me this folder, there was so many more in there than I could have ever imagined.
That's wild.
There's no.
You got to make some merch.
I don't think I need to make some merch.
Sausage Man t-shirts.
The crazy thing is we have no idea how this is being received by you guys because
That's right.
we're recording these in advance. So like I told everyone, please chime off in the comments if you do want us to stop reading these.
No, everybody loves Sausage Man.
And we have no idea.
I'm excited to read the next one.
I'm not.
I love the tongue twister that you had there, though. I the sausage.
Did you want to see the cover to the next one, Steven? I actually am curious because
This is the classic one that we've seen, the spiky sausage, where he's shooting his spikes.
here we go.
And
There it is
Sausage
right
Man
there.
is once again employing his balls. Or
The balls.
deploying his balls. His sausage
There
balls.
you go. That's the next one.
That's a good tease.
Okay. Well, that's plenty of that. Let's go ahead and move on with our lives.
Really good work.
You do love hot dogs, huh?
I had wiener dogs at the time, so yeah, I do. Well, I also love eating hot dogs. They're fucking delicious.
Steven, I had hot dogs before your wedding.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah,
Before-
I went to Portillo's down in Buena Park.
Oh.
Demented.
I got 2 hot
Yeah.
dogs. And I found out because I love hot jardiniere,
Yes.
and you can't find any good stuff in California. It's all very cauliflower forward for some reason. But I found out that the Portillo's in Buena Park actually sells like a Chicago brand.
Do they import? They must import them.
They must.
Is it as
I'm
good
sure
as it is in Chicago?
Yeah.
Oh.
A lot of peppers, a lot of carrots.
When I went to Chicago last, I ate the Chicago style hot dog again. I hadn't had it in a
I
while.
love it.
It turned me. It's
really good.
I
Turned
think
you
it might
on?
be a top 2.
It's
for me.
phenomenal. I think some people think it's a little unwieldy, and I understand that. The way I tend to eat it is I remove the pickle and I remove the sport peppers, and my bites are very strategic. So I'll have a bite of pickle,
Yeah.
I'll take half of a bite of a sport pepper, then I'll take a bite of the hot dog. That way it's not falling all over the place.
Yeah.
You get a nice even bite.
Well, sometimes when you bite a hot dog, the other part of the dog will push out the other side of the bun, and then you just go flip the dog around, and then you take a bite of that
That's
side.
never happened to me.
It happens to
Happens
me.
to me all the time.
Happens to me all
What?
the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta like get the teeth up there.
Yeah. How do you do it? Can you show? Yeah, really get in there.
Yeah.
And then, so I just flip that bad boy around.
Interesting.
Do a little 180.
I guess I've
action.
never had to flip.
And then I bite there. And then, so basically, I'm just kind of flipping. Like
You're flipping the whole
hand
time.
is on a swivel.
Yeah,
Just the entire
it says
time.
swivel hand.
And sometimes if I have 2 dogs,
You do that?
and then
No.
then I'm really going for it.
Double, was
sausage
it
man.
double barrel shaboing boing?
Yeah,
Double barrel shaboing
double
boing.
barrel shaboing boing, going crazy, dude.
That's a throwback to early Pod Watcher.
I fucking love it.
We got some emails, voicemails. What do we got? What do we got going on here
There
today?
are too many buttons now. Before we get into mailbag, how are you feeling about the matcha?
Mine's empty.
Mine is empty too. I tried to drink it fast so I would have an idea.
I always want it to be a little sweeter than it is.
I think it's delicious.
I thought it tasted great, Steven.
I really
I
enjoyed
liked it a lot. I just mean matcha
Thank you
in
for
general.
taking the time to make
Steven,
this
I really
drink.
appreciate it.
Thank you for taking
No,
the
it's
time to
okay.
make this drink, Steven.
I enjoyed it quite a
some
bit,
people-
clearly, because
some-
I drank it.
Well,
all.
thank
People
you
on the
for
set don't
drinking it.
appreciate the time
No,
and effort that went into it.
I added just a little bit of agave to all the drinks, but I could add more. Could always add more. Or you want matcha to be sweet, or do you just want like the drink to be sweeter?
I think the drink sometimes.
Steven, when you eventually open up your cafe, this is critique that you could take
Yeah,
in.
it's good.
when some white man comes in.
Can you make this sweeter?
Which is funny because you're
Could
the
you
one
make
who
it
likes
kind of
your-
like sweet tea?
Is there any way you can make this into a hot dog? Because then I could eat it.
I generally
I'm
don't.
surprised by that because you like your like you drink like just coffee.
You know what? I
black
do
and-
generally just I put cream in my coffee. Sometimes I'll have it black.
Don't forget about the
with
creme.
I find with iced, because I almost never have like an iced coffee or an iced tea. Then I like a little bit of sweet.
Okay.
You and I are similar
Okay.
in that way, in that we are pretty strictly hot coffee drinkers.
Yeah.
Even on a hot day, I like a hot coffee. There's something about an iced coffee that feels off
Nah.
to me.
I drink iced coffee in hot and cold, so I'm the
No,
opposite.
you love iced coffee.
That's the one thing I loved. Like the thing I love in Chicago is like people are like, well, the heat in Chicago is worse because of the humidity, but the humidity is what just makes me feel wonderful.
That's
Where
fair.
like you walk outside, it just feels like a sauna and you just get a hot coffee and it's just everything's hot and your insides are hot and it's just wonderful.
And you're sweating.
You're sweating.
What is your go-to environment that's representative of you? Like, where do you feel the most? Where do you feel the best?
Oh, that's a good question.
Probably Illinois, summertime, 100 degrees, cicadas, me
Nighttime,
drinking a hot
daytime?
coffee. Nighttime in Illinois summer is
It's
fucking
pretty good.
gorgeous.
I've been there myself. He showed me the light. It was pretty goddamn good.
Yeah.
The cicadas, the music.
It's
they
also
make.
just, and I'm sure there's parts of Los Angeles and Southern California that are like this, but there's just like and this is probably, I mean, being from Ohio, you can probably also relate to this, but the night times in the summer are just, there's so many crickets and like it's like almost deafening, you know, whereas, in Los Angeles, there's crickets, but it's not this like wonderful, blanket of
Steven,
cricket.
Yeah, there's almost more coyotes here than crickets.
Steven, what's your ideal? It doesn't have. It could be anywhere.
I think it's a beach in LA. Honestly,
yeah,
like, it's the most
baby.
relaxing thing for me is to go to the beach and journal and just take the sound of the waves,
Wow.
Which isn't to say,
feel the sand.
and I
I'm
don't.
surprised by that.
Me saying that about Illinois isn't like, we go on walks in our neighborhood all the time, and I'm just so overwhelmed by how many wonderful natural flowers there are here. It's so the growth in Southern California is really lovely.
Mine isn't as tied to a city as it is like. For a while, I thought it was like tropical or like a beach. But as I've gotten older, I think I feel the most at home or most comfortable in the woods, in the mountains when it's snowing.
You're like Justin Timberlake.
Oh.
Yeah, man of the woods, dude.
Yeah.
Just like him. No, I like being like in like a snow town, like in a cabin area, like a cabin environment, whether it's daytime or nighttime. Daytime though, having like a beer at like a lodge.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Or a hot tub beer in like the mountains when it's snowing. Holy smokes.
The few times in my life growing up where I would have like maybe a friend or a friend of a friend who had like a lake.
When you had a friend.
The few times I had a friend. No, but like when a friend would have like a lake house and you'd get to go and like hang out there. Lake, like that's incredible.
No,
Incredible.
that's
you
the
got a fire
ideal.
going outside. You got to,
You know what the most ideal part of that story is?
chips. What?
Is the fact that it's not your lake house. Because then you don't have to do the upkeep.
That's true.
You just come, You just hang out.
Yeah.
You bring some snacks, and it's
Yeah,
like,
chips.
all right, dude.
Yeah. Is there anything more exciting than when you're going to like a cabin or something and you stop at a grocery store on the way? It's the best.
Oh, it's so good. Gathering supplies.
Or a camping trip too, where you're just like, I'm getting by some. And again, this is me mostly being excited about chips, but like, I can get some chips.
Well,
maybe we'll get a little beer over here.
You like a road trip as well. I love a road. That's why I'm so excited for the Ghost Files tour, because rather than getting on all these shitty flights, a lot of the
fun
time,
to drive.
we're driving in between, which
we haven't done
fucking
a lot
stoked
previously.
for.
Yeah, growing up, we were a big road trip family, a lot more than
My family as well. We didn't travel much though. We just places we could drive to, we would go to.
Yeah. I love road trips
to save those funds.
Also, like I could drive for 12 hours.
I could too.
That's a gift.
And then I could wake up the next day and drive 12 more hours.
I got 30 minutes in me and I'm done.
You know, Mari used to be that way, but then she saw the magic of the road trip.
I love it.
How many unsolved road trips have we been on where you and I end up being the only people left awake in the front of the car, and we are talking to each other, and then we turn to say something to the rest of the gang in the van, and then everyone's just passed out.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
Oh, man. All right, we got to get into the mail.
Yeah.
Speaking
Wait, you
of
never answered the question.
road trips. Never mind.
What?
How are you feeling?
Oh, I think I feel every time I have the caffeine. I
the
do
caffeine,
feel
you have the caffeine.
My skin does feel tingly like it did last time.
You're tingling.
I feel like a tingly feeling.
More or less than last time.
I would say,
you know what? I don't know if you just put the thought in my head, but I feel like even before you said that, I was like, I have a slight tingle on my skin.
arms. On my arms, yeah. I don't know if it's more than last
just
time.
Matcha?
Maybe it's more than
coffee doesn't give me a little tingle.
I feel like it's less than last time. No, I'd say it's about the same. It's really hard for me to gauge, honestly.
Okay.
That's interesting because I'm so curious for where this is at.
It's hard for me to say. I feel like I feel a little energized from it.
I think it may be a little bit more this time.
Can you reveal? Or are you going to keep it a secret?
How do you feel, Matt?
Results?
I feel about this.
Matt, when we said that we were going to do this,
he's a caffeine junkie.
On Slack earlier, he was like, "Is this going to be like a drop in a swimming pool for me?"
Yeah, I'm kind of full of caffeine all the time.
So you feel nothing.
I will notice the absence of caffeine, but I will not notice the prevalence.
You look like you're a little perkier right now, maybe.
That's great.
You look so perky.
Yeah.
Perky's
Everyone says
word.
that Matt Rial is a perky guy.
Now, what's funny about that?
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
Well, it's a level 5 matcha. The previous one was level 2.
Oh, so it actually is level 5.
What is this on a scale of?
You did the double bluff. You said that it was a lie on top because you maybe wrote it and you were like, oh, fuck, I was supposed to keep it a secret. I'll say it's a lie.
Well, no, it was the classic, say you're lying, but you're not actually
How
lying,
many levels are there? What is the...
You could go really high.
Oh, okay.
How many milligrams of caffeine is in this?
That I'll share I'll keep for myself.
Okay.
But,
okay. We'll see. It hasn't turned yet.
Interesting.
Okay. Well, speaking of road trips...
Wait. Pressed the wrong button. God damn it.
God damn, dude. Yeah, there we go.
Test it. Wait, does it...
Yeah.
We're trying to be on the audience's side here where we might need a Matt cam just to, all the times when he's pressing a button. And that sounds
just me it's only used for me making mistakes.
Well, it reminds me, I was also pushing for this in the early, Shane will remember this, in the very early stages of Puppet history. I was like really, really on the boat of, I think there should be a camera in the back of the theater so that we could see Shane fucking up back there. And there were a couple times where
very early on, but then at a certain point I was like, I want to keep the,
in the beginning, we didn't realize Puppet history would be able to be carried by the graphics, or at least I wasn't sure, because when we were talking about it, we were like, it'd be a puppet show, there'd be graphics. And I was like, okay.
It's pretty crazy how much of that was, I was just like, don't worry about it.
Yeah. And I was
you guys got to set and I was like, here we go.
And I just remember being like, maybe we should have a camera back there to cut to that, because if you fuck
back
up,
there,
that way it could be kind of funny that it's a kind of like pieced together puppet show. And then, of course, it happened the way it did, and we didn't need it at all.
No, we used it a couple times because there were some funny fuck ups in the
jelly beans.
I knocked over my jelly beans. The curtain fell a couple times. My jelly beans. But then as the show went on and things got a little more streamlined and we fixed issues, it was like, oh, we don't need to keeps us back there. And I like the separation of me and the character, you know. Okay, so who are we going to hear from today?
Okay, today we're going to hear from many people. I don't really have an answer to that question. I have a bunch of emails that
emails are fun.
Pretty good here. I don't know how to pronounce this name. It's Gurleen. Gurleen.
Gurleen?
Gurleen. I would say it's Gurleen.
It's a cool name.
Yeah. Hi, Shane, Ryan, Steven, and Matt. Hope you are all doing well.
Likewise.
I wanted to ask, what is your go-to after-dinner sweet treat? What hits the spot just right? And I'm so excited to pick this because you were just talking about the outside.
Yeah.
What's the perfect outside feeling? What's the perfect inside?
After dinner sweet treat.
Well, a lot of times for me, it's an after dinner savory treat. That's a nice little late night popcorn.
That doesn't count though, I feel like.
No, but I do lately, especially in the summertime, we'll buy a little box of drumsticks.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
The ice
And,
cream drumsticks.
you treat yourself to one of those, every week or so. Like, it's a drumstick night.
It's a toss-up for
Yeah,
me.
the cone with the, little nuts on the...
They're great. My mom loves
There's an
those.
ice cream truck that comes by my house like every single day.
Do you run to catch it?
And I have definitely gotten a drumstick before.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah.
They're pretty
You know
good.
what's your go-to from an ice cream truck, though?
I like one of the characters they have, like the SpongeBob ones that have the bubblegum eyes.
I was always a chocolate eclair.
Yeah.
Claire?
With all the little cakey, are they little cake bits all around the side? It's almost like a crumb.
Oh, actually, you know what?
Mm.
I more often than not
God.
would get the strawberry shortcake bar.
Very similar.
That's the one that's got that's the classic.
Yeah,
like
that shit is
That's like the strawberry version of the chocolate eclair.
exactly. It's very delicious.
God. What's your go? But back to the question.
Sweet treat.
It's really between two things because it's either a chocolate chip cookie
Oh,
Great choice.
or
Love 'em.
or we usually will go to a froyo spot.
Sarah and I
Okay.
think, are the only people keeping Pinkberry in business in Los Angeles.
Oh, so you're Pinkberry. So we're Menchie's. We like Menchie's.
People don't do
I'm not a
froyo that
Menchie's
much
man.
anymore. It's
We-
kind of out of style.
Well, you go to
what's your
Pinkberry like
order?
2 or 3 times a year.
We go like 2 or 3 times a month. And
Maybe more than 2 or 3 times a year. Though that's probably pretty close.
it's on the way back. It's like it's near our our place.
I'll say 3 to 5. My go-to is in the past. Well, I always like the original Pinkberry flavor,
tart.
just tart, classic tart.
Yeah.
And then I usually get a mixture of pineapple and kiwi on top.
I didn't realize you were a
Doesn't
tart
matter.
man. You're a tart.
Well, when it comes to Pinkberry, I think their original tart flavor is just
It is pretty
nothing competes.
refreshing in terms of you
it's,
like
it's
tart.
refreshing.
It's probably the best tart
Yeah.
in the game.
Normally pineapple and kiwi, but then like the past couple of times we've gone, I've been like, let me get freaky with this, and I've put like the cheesecake or like the,
Yes,
or like the
dude.
cookie
Yeah.
dough on
Yeah.
top.
Mm.
And that feels, it almost clashes a little bit with the tartness. I think
Yeah.
the citrusy, well, not citrus, but like, pineapple and kiwi just really play well with it in
Yeah.
a fun way.
What flavor of froyo are you getting?
Just tart. Original
Oh, just
tart.
Original
okay, gotcha.
Pinkberry. Tart.
Gotcha.
Tart.
Yeah, it's a lot of tart.
It's a
lot of
tart.
I'm a cheesecake guy,
Ooh.
but I also love getting a pie
I do
and then
love
eating
cheesecake.
Did you
with-
just get a pie?
I'll get a whole pie.
You get
and
a
then-
house pie?
and then I'll just eat it like every day, every night after dinner.
Go into the fridge knowing there's a little bit more pie.
Oh man, it's the
Right.
best.
Did you guys ever go to a
Pumpkin pie.
Baker's Square growing up? Baker's
No.
Square?
What's that?
Matt, did you have a Baker's Square?
Nope.
Okay.
Sorry.
It was it was like, I'm trying to think of an equivalent. Like maybe
like a farmer's market for
I guess almost
pies?
like an Applebee's chain.
Oh, okay,
It was a
okay.
chain. There were, I think there are still like, there could be like a handful of locations left. Most of them closed. But it was a chain similar to Applebee's, but their primary appeal was, we do great pies.
Oh,
And
That's like
were they good?
we had
Yeah.
Marie Callender's was kind of like
yeah,
that. For
it
us.
was very similar to Marie
Callender's,
Callender's.
or even like
Yeah.
a Coco's.
I do love the Kroger pie though. That's the one I
I've
get.
never had Kroger pie.
Strawberry pie at Marie Callender's is my favorite of all time. I love it.
Shout out to Kroger.
Oh yeah,
Shout out to
people here
Kroger.
don't have Kroger. They have Ralph's.
We have Ralph's.
And
There's a
same
couple
thing.
Kroger's around.
This
I've been to
Ralph's
some.
and Kroger are the same thing.
It is.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Fuck.
I'm a Jewel guy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Jewel Osco.
The thing about the cheesecake flavor of froyo too, because I always get that plus something else because then I'm basically eating like a strawberry cheesecake.
You get a cheesecake flavored froyo?
Yeah, so that's the base.
Whoa.
And then I'll get a different froyo that's a flavor, and now I'm just eating a cheesecake.
I didn't even know that was an option.
So it's like strawberry cheesecake.
I don't think I've ever
blueberry cheesecake. Actually at MeUndies they have a Dole Whip like replica, and it's pretty good. So like I could do a Dole Whip cheesecake.
Wow.
Is MeUndies a place where you do it yourself?
Yes.
We would never go there.
Why?
Because Sarah was at one of those places one time and she saw someone filling one up and then they swiped it with their finger.
Why would they do that?
That's gross.
They did a finger swipe. I think they even went like.
I'm surprised that you're like scared of that because you're a Mr. Soft Germs man.
I'm not particularly scared of it. Soft germs to me are like, oops, I dropped this grape on the car of my floor. Let me pick that up and eat it.
On the car.
Maybe there's on the car. Sorry, on the floor of my car.
My brain started.
Little spoonerism there. Soft germs to me are not like, oh, that person spit on my hot dog. Let me eat it.
Oh, I think spitting on the hot dog and a little finger swipe are a little different.
Similar stuff. But also, like, I'm so satisfied with pinkberry and the one flavor I like there that I'm not like, I gotta go to other.
Do you avoid water fountains?
No, love water
some
fountains.
kids are like sucking out of the water fountain.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
putting their whole lips around it.
Yeah, like on Parks and Rec.
Yeah. But I always
That's
get
one of the
I
funniest
get mochi
bits.
balls all the time in my froyo too.
I
love mochi.
I toss those in every now and then, but
it's a must for me.
Those are so good.
It's a little too much chewing for me.
Oh, I love the chew.
I haven't had froyo in like 5 years.
Dude, it's joyful.
I'm realizing now I can't remember the last time I went.
Mochi balls and some strawberries.
Good question.
Let's move on to one more, right? And then
Yeah,
get
let's
out of
do
here.
one more.
Howdy, boys. This is Max, he, him, calling from Seattle, Washington.
Seattle.
I wanted to ask you a quick question. This is one that's been going around the internet for a while, and it's one of my favorites. You can pick one movie and one actor from that movie to keep. You got to replace everyone else with Muppets. So, for example, mine would be The Matrix. Keep Keanu, replace everybody else with the Muppets.
So good.
That's a
As
great
a follow-up,
question.
who's your favorite Muppet? And Brian, don't get pedantic about this. Fraggles count too. All right. Thanks. Love you guys.
Love
Bye.
that. Thank you, Max, for the
Thank you,
question.
Max.
Oh man.
Shout out to Seattle, Miss Seattle. We're not going to
Pacific
Seattle on this
Northwest.
tour. We apologize. We had a great time there.
I'm trying to think who my favorite Muppet is. It's tough.
You don't have to think about your favorite Muppet.
You gotta answer the beginning
Main
question
question.
first.
What
Okay.
movie would you change?
Let me think. It'd be funny to do Halloween, except Michael Myers is the only person who's not a Muppet.
That's pretty good.
Because then he's just
It's
stabbing.
funny.
He's stabbing.
He's killing Muppets.
That's funny.
He's just stabbing Muppets.
Just Fozzie pinned to the wall with a butcher knife.
Ow!
Ah!
Him also stabbing the Swedish chef. Piggy getting killed. Really funny.
I feel like she'd be
Jesus.
Would she be trying to say hi on all that shit?
No, she'd be Lori.
She would be Lori, right?
Yeah, she'd be a survivor.
But who would be the girl
Yeah,
who's like on the
because
phone?
Michael would come at her and she'd be like,
Piggy might be my favorite Muppet, but I have to say Beaker. I do love Beaker quite a bit.
Beaker is good.
He's
Beaker
good.
would be the doctor guy. Is he the one?
Loomis?
Yeah.
He couldn't be. Loomis
Oh.
Loomis would probably have to be Fozzie Bear, honestly.
I feel like the best move is to slot in Bunsen Honeydew and Beaker as like tandem Loomis and just add like a bonus
Yeah.
character. I don't know why. It's well, he had the nurse who was with him though.
Rizzo being Loomis is also very funny.
Rizzo.
Is Rizzo the little rat?
Yes,
Michael.
of course. Yeah.
Michael. Look at me, Michael.
God, Matrix is such a good answer. I'm just gonna go with that.
Matrix
It's
is
such
kind of a perfect answer.
there's no, it just fits so well.
There's got to be another funny one.
I think I would go Titanic.
I was literally thinking Titanic. Holy shit.
And I think I would, as much as I think Kate Winslet gives the stronger performance
That
in
was
that,
my answer.
I got to keep Leo so that he's opposite Miss Piggy.
No, but think of the ship when they're at, because like the reason why I was thinking this as well is
It's
I thought
either-
of the, I
it's
thought of
either-
the image of a Muppet prom holding Kate
Yo.
Winslet on the ship
That's comedy.
is very funny. As
So
opposed
Kate
to
and Fozzie or Kate and Kermit?
Kermit probably.
Does it feel fucked up to pair Kermit with another lady?
Here's the thing that is I'm confused about with the question. Are we casting the rest of the film as Muppets?
I mean, you're welcome to, depending how long you want to talk about it.
Or are they Muppet versions of themselves?
No, I think you're slotting in the Muppets as you would like a Treasure Island or a Christmas Carol.
God, Christmas Carol's so fucking good.
Of course.
Yeah, I guess they basically did that, right?
Yeah, they just...
Is everybody a Muppet but a person in that movie?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, they recast.
Treasure Island's got a couple humans, right? Because right? I haven't seen Treasure Island quite as much as
stuff.
Oh yeah, you hate them up. No, didn't you say you were coming around to them a little bit?
I said I understand the Muppets.
Yeah.
You know what would also be really good? This is such a deep cut though, and I think it honestly would only please Shane. Is if it was Jurassic Park, but Muldoon was the only human.
I was thinking Jurassic Park would be fun.
Yeah, because he's such a funny guy. He's so serious. And having him scream at other Muppets is so fucking funny.
Are the dinosaurs also Muppets?
I guess the dinosaurs would be Muppets.
Yeah. It'd have to be.
For the second half of the question, I've labored on this. I think it has to. I don't think anyone makes me laugh as hard as Miss Piggy.
She's so funny, dude.
She's very funny.
Who's the dog? Plays piano.
Rolf.
Yeah, I like him.
Rolf is very funny.
Yeah. Well, I think that might do it for this episode, huh?
We've had fun here today. Haven't we?
It's been a good time.
It's been a wonderful time. It's good to be back here on the podcast.
I don't have hives.
You're feeling good? Do you feel energized? Do you feel caffeinated?
My stomach feels a little weird, but I feel good.
Okay.
Nothing crazy?
Nothing crazy. I think the key, maybe having lunch helps, perhaps.
Look at that.
Yeah, I think that's definitely what we're learning after lunch.
I'm going to graduate to having a full cup of coffee. I'm going to be back. It's going to be awesome.
Next week, we'll feed you 3 cups of coffee.
I will say, this is pretty close to the caffeination of a cup of coffee.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, I will say that.
Dude.
I'm going to drink my coffee now.
Do you want to get to the place where you can? Because you
know this because we film Ghost Files all the time, and I'm always like, dude, I can't do anything to make myself wake up, and it's like the dead of night. It sucks.
Yeah.
And like you guys are like, I'm going to have another coffee in the break room, and I'm like, dude.
And I will say one other observation. I don't know, Matt. I don't know if you see this, but Ryan looks a little perkier today too.
Well, I'm in so many like different shoots here at Watcher, and I'm always like, fuck, I wish I had coffee to make myself more awake, but then I just have to like do it. I have to raw dog it.
Yeah, that's what it's called. All right. Well, that's a fun experiment. Thank you everybody for listening. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Give us a review somewhere, on your podcast player of choice. And you know what? We will see you next time.
We will.
Until then.
That's true.
Goodbye.
Bye.